Welcome back. And if you're new here, we're Travis and Angel. And we gave away everything about 2 years, almost 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
2.5 years ago to travel full time. And now we run our business full time while traveling and living on cruise ships.
But one thing we didn't love was recently we were denied boarding on a cruise 18 days from Miami. We flew to Miami from Houston to get on the MSC Poesia going through the Panama Canal.
Yeah. I was excited about
it.
it.
And the thing is, we didn't plan on booking this one. We were actually in Galveston. We were on a ship, I think we were. Mm-hmm. And we saw the price go dramatically down. And so it was maybe 2 weeks before it was to leave is when we booked it.
It wasn't even 2 weeks. I think it was like a week and a half. It's like a week and a half.
It don't round up.
Okay, 2 weeks, fine. So we get it booked. Right now, we had already had another cruise planned that we was going to go on. It was another MSC ship. Y'all know we love MSC, but it was another MSC ship, and we had planned to go on that one. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but they are cutting grass outside of the hotel that we're staying at, and it's like really loud. But we had booked another MSC cruise. Or no, we hadn't booked it, but we had planned on booking another MSC cruise.
And while looking, that's what it was, while looking at that one, that's when I saw this one just popped up.
Yeah. And so when it popped up, it was like, oh, and he came to me and he was like, so this cruise came up and, this is how much it is. Like, do you want to do it? And when he told me the itinerary, like, I didn't even think about it. I'm like, yes, let's book it, right? And so, yeah, it was so weird because when, like, looking back, now I can see where, like, there was so many things that were, like, unaligned with the way that we normally book. So we get out of the Uber and nobody comes up to us to get our luggage.
And there's no traffic.
And
Zero.
Like, we were the only car that was of passengers that was getting dropped off at the port.
Yeah, we did wait till 1. Now it was coming from, it had gone into dry dock, I believe, and it was doing a transatlantic.
Oh, the ship, yeah.
And so it had just gotten into Miami the day before. So it wasn't a whole lot of people getting on. And so, but it made us stop in Miami to pick people up, and it was going over to, after it did the Panama Canal, it was letting people off in San Diego and LA. And then going on to Seattle. So a lot of the people that came from Europe, they were staying on for the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we get to the port. There's porters out there, but there was no porters that, like, came up to the car to say, like, hey, can I get your luggage, right? So we actually had to walk to a porter and say, hey, can you take our luggage? Yeah. And he's like, oh, yeah, I can take it, right? So that was, like, number one. So number two, we walk down, we get into the port. And this is our first time at this particular MSC port, which is like a newer port, right? It's absolutely beautiful too.
Yeah, in the terminal building.
Yeah, the terminal building. So we go in there and there's, the people in there that's directing, and they're like, okay, like, passports here. Now, we always go where they say passport, because we travel with a passport card, right? So we go, to passport, and we get up to the little kiosk thing.
Yeah, hold on, because what it is, they have these kiosks where you just scan your document and then basically go through. Mm-hmm. I forgot, it's something that they said that's new.
It's the new TSA thing.
Yeah. And so we get up there, and the guy says, scan here. And you're kind of oblivious to everything at this point because you over there got your camera out and everything.
I'm excited.
And so I put, because we travel with the passport cards, it's so much easier. I can put them in my wallet and just keep it moving, as opposed to having the book that has to go into something else and then, all of that. So it's just been easier for us to have the card. So I put the card up and the guy mumbles something. And I'm like, what? What did you say? And then he just turns off and turns around and walks away. He says something to somebody else. She pissed me off. Because here she goes, and because he said something about they have the passport card and not the book. Mm-hmm. And she goes, well, they can't go. They can't go.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I'm like, lady.
So we were like.
First off, what you talking about?
Wait a minute.
Oh.
So.
She ain't got to get loud all loud.
She didn't have to get loud. She was very loud. And like.
And she wasn't even taking care of her. She was taking care of somebody else all down the way.
She was.
All right, go ahead on. I'm sorry.
Okay. So. This was a very emotional time for us, y'all. Like, yeah. So, when she said that, I looked at Hubs and I'm like, what is she talking about? So I tell the guy, I'm like, no, we travel all the time. And he was like, well, this is a one way. You need to have the passport book. And I was like, well, no, we've traveled with the card before going one way. Like, we've done plenty of one ways, you know what I'm saying, from like one U.S. port to another U.S. port with the card, right? So he's like, well, hold on, let me get somebody else to help you. So this other lady comes over and she's like, oh, well, here, go through security. We're gonna go over here to the supervisor desk and you can talk to them. So we go through security. We go over to the supervisor desk and the supervisor is talking to us and she's like, oh, well, you can't board because she was like, we can't let you through because you have the passport card and not the book.
And and we were telling them, because I was telling them that, hey, we didn't know that we could only use the book. Right. We didn't get any kind of email or anything. We didn't know.
Yeah. And she was like, after he had said that, and she was like, okay, well, hold on, let me get a supervisor who was over her. So he comes over and he's like, okay, so normally you could go from like port to port. Now, Travis done went over there and done sat down at this point, right? Because I'm waiting, and I'm standing at the desk. So he was like, normally you could go from port to port as long as it's a U.S. port to a U.S. port with the passport card. He was like, but this particular itinerary, you have to have the book. He said, because you're going through, I think it was Colombia and the Panama Canal.
But and the country Panama.
And the country Panama. And those countries require the book and don't accept the card.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, got it. So now, like, what do we do now? And I was like, or is there somebody else that we can talk to? Like, we won't get off in Panama, we won't get off in Colombia, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll stay on the ship, we good. And he was like, well, no, I can't even let you get on. And so I was like, okay, so what do we do? What do we do at this point? And he was like, well, if you could just have a seat over there, we'll have somebody, to get your luggage off of the ship, because mind you, we gave our luggage to the porter. And
mind you, we weren't the only ones over there.
We were not.
Several people.
It was
got turned around.
Maybe like 4 or 5 other couples that were in the same situation we was in. So we're sitting there. We're sitting over on the side at this point. We're waiting on our luggage. So as we're talking, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Okay, let's do this. I was like, let me call and see if we can get an expedited passport like same day, right? And since we're in Miami, so each state only has one expedited like passport office. Just so happened the one for Florida is in Miami, right? So I'm like, okay, we should be able to get a passport expedited today if we can get to this Miami port. Get to the Miami office. Now I think by this time it was what, like,
it may have been about 1:30 and it sailed away at about 5 or something like that.
Yeah, I think
they closed the doors at 4.
Yeah, they closed the doors at 4, but they didn't sail away till like 5:30, 6 o'clock, something like that. So I'm like, babe, I think we can do it, right? So I get on the phone and I go out of the port and I'm talking to the lady at the expedited passport place. Long story short, the next available appointment would have been the Monday. This was a Friday. So no, this was a Friday. Was it a Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next available appointment was that Monday. Now we're looking at flights because we're like, okay, what we can do, go Monday, get the expedited passport. They actually print your book right there. And then we can fly to Colombia. But Colombia was on Sunday and not Monday, the port of Columbia. We was trying to make it work, y'all. So I go back in, I'm talking to him, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe it. Like, how did we miss this? You know what I'm saying? So we go back and we look, and there's
we looked on the Facebook page.
We looked on the Facebook page.
The group Facebook page.
And there was somebody who had posted literally like 4 days before we booked. They had posted that they had received an email from MSC that actually had on there that you have to have a passport book and that the card would not be accepted.
And had we gotten that, we would have been okay.
And it was an email that went out, but because of when we booked, we didn't get the email.
Yeah.
And so I called MSC. I'm on the phone we was on the phone with so many people. So I called MSC, and I'm on the phone with MSC, and I'm like, okay, what can we do? Like, is there anything we can do? Blah, 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 this, and this. And the lady's like, there's nothing that we can do. Like, this is a country thing. The country won't let you come in without an actual passport book, so on and so forth. So we didn't get on the ship.
And like the despair started to set in right then.
Yeah.
Well, it was already there for you.
It was there. It was heavy. It was heavy. And trying to like really make light of the situation.
Yeah, they thought we was about to cut up in there for real. The one lady. Yeah. But we were good about it. I mean,
yeah.
Because sometimes it's not always somebody's fault and all of that when things happen. Sometimes things just happen. And it's a learning lesson.
You know, it was kind of crazy because we had a security guy who was like standing beside us the whole time. Now, mind you, we're not the only couple who this happened to. Like, it was other couples that it happened to that were sitting like down from us. But where we were, number one, we was the only. Okay, anyway, so security guy was like standing right there beside us.
And we were there for hours.
The entire time. We was there for hours. And he was standing there the whole time, you know, and we're like talking to him, you know, he's like, so what's going on and blah, blah, blah. So we're telling him what's going on. And he's like, oh, okay. And he just like, I mean, it's like he on post, you know.
He didn't move.
And so I'm walking out, I'm coming back in, he's still standing there. So what we ended up doing was we had to sit there and wait on them to bring our luggage. Now the thing is that because we had given our luggage to the porter, it had to go through whatever the process is that luggage goes through in order to get on the ship. So we sat there from 1 until 4.
They shut the terminal down.
When they came over and told us, okay, y'all have to sit outside the terminal and wait because we're closing. And I was like, okay, so like what happens if y'all can't find our luggage? And she was like, oh, well, you can pick it up at the end port, which would have been Seattle, Washington.
18 days later.
18 days later. And I'm like, that don't work, because all we had was our backpacks and a bag of food a bag of snacks that we was taking on. Like everything else, I mean, we traveled with everything we own, so everything was in our luggage.
But about 30 minutes later, they walked through. Well, no, it wasn't 30 minutes because they were leaving, and right when they were getting ready to leave, they walked through with the bags.
Yeah, it was a lot of prayers going on during that time, because I'm like, Jesus, please, like. Enough has already happened. Like, can you just please give us our luggage so that we can process and do whatever it is that we need to do.
It was really at that point, let's process what happened as opposed to making some hasty decisions and all of that. So we ended up getting a hotel for the night and ended up, booking another cruise within the next day or so on NCL. Yeah. So
it was like a, what's it called when you have a cruise just like or you have like something that you do to like make up for what just happened, like a rebound. It was a rebound cruise.
Oh, that's exactly what it was. We ain't got no footage, no nothing, no pictures, nothing. You'll never know we even on that shit.
And we did it back to back. It was like a rebound cruise, and it was the entire time I'm sitting there and I'm like, at least we on a ship, even though it's not the one we want. You know what I'm saying? And it was.
So I mean, basically, if you're doing the Panama Canal cruise, get a passport book. As a matter of fact, just get the book anyway, even if you do have the card, because when you get the card, they will let you keep the book if you ask.
Yeah.
But keep the passport book with you at all times, especially if you're doing it full time or doing cruising just back to back a long time. You never know when you may need it. But and we've never had any issues before, but you know, we did this time. We did this time, and I mean, the lady that we were working with at MSC at the desk, she was so nice. Even coming out, when she came outside, they were getting ready to go. You know, they did think we was about to cut up in there. I thought you was about to cut up, so I'm like, okay, hold up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we remained calm. It wasn't their fault. We just didn't get an email that maybe it was like 25% their fault. Well, because the thing is, if you send out information to people cruising, it doesn't matter when they book, you still should make sure everybody gets everything that you've sent out. And we didn't get it, we didn't know, didn't have a clue.
I kind of think it was like an automated email though.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like if it's automated to go out 2 weeks before and you book after the 2 weeks, you would think that they would have it where, okay, you would receive like all the stuff that everybody else who got.
Yeah.
But I mean, that wasn't the case. And also that was a suggestion that I made to the MSC rep. You know what I'm saying? When I was on the phone with her, and her thing was, oh, well, it's on the website, you know, but I mean, who actually goes onto the website?
Yeah, I eventually found it. You have to scour through pages and pages of stuff. But yeah, you know, but if you're booking a cruise, you don't know to go on the website just to make sure. And especially when we thought the passport card carried the same weight as the book, except for going
out of the country.
Well, you can go to Canada and Mexico with it.
Well, I meant out of the not the United States, out of North America. Yeah. Out of North America, we thought you definitely had. So like if we do a transatlantic or something like that, we know we need the book. But we just assumed that, you know, since we had done it before, going from one U.S. port to another U.S. port, even though we're hitting other ports, you know what I'm saying, that we was good with the card. So like he said, just get both. You know what I'm saying? I mean, most of the time the card works. The card works at the airport. The card works. I mean, we used our passport card more than we use our driver's licenses. So get both. You know what I'm saying? The passport card is more convenient. And then if you get to the port and they say something, you know what I'm saying? And so you give them the card and they're like, oh, well, we need the book. Then you have the book available and you don't, you know, waste roughly $2,500 on a cruise.
Now, and then because that was my thing, the money aspect of it. Now we were able to get our port fees and taxes back
and our prepaid expenses.
Yeah.
So like we prepaid for internet, and so we got that back. But as far as like the actual cruise fare.
Now I sent them an email. They hadn't responded yet.
Yeah. No, they because they have like an appeal process.
Yeah.
You know, so we sent an email, just telling them what happened and asking, even if we don't get, you know, our money back, if we can at least get a credit so that we can book a future cruise. Because like we said, I mean, we done a couple videos about MSC. We absolutely love MSC. It's one of our favorite cruise lines. You know what I'm saying? And we only have like 2. So that we would book on like all the time.
2 and a possible.
2 and a possible. So MSC is like definitely up there for us. We done sailed MSC since then.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not that we're not going to cruise MSC. Like he said, it wasn't their fault.
It was 25% their fault.
It wasn't fully and wholly their fault.
Yeah.
It was all over here with us. And just something to know. So definitely, yeah, get the card.
Don't make it our mistake. Don't trade places with what we've been through.
Don't do it. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. I know this was a long one, but y'all, it was seriously emotional. I mean, we still reflecting on it to this day.
It took 3 weeks to record this, by the way.
It did. Because it was so emotional. Like every time we got ready, like I would start crying, or he would be, you know, it was a lot. It's a lot, you know.
I was just thinking about the money that we lost.
I mean, I wasn't thinking about the money. It was personal to me. It was because it was like more of like a denial. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a denial of sorts to me, and it was just emotional. So I made it through this one. I think I'm good. No tears falling. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, please leave them below and we'll respond. Thanks.